Hello everyone, I am Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you on Sanjay Gupta Tech School. So today we are having day three session of this Appian Bootcamp, and for that I have Ankit with me. So welcome Ankit on the channel. So basically, Ankit will be covering a few more things related to Appian in today's session, and I hope you have gone through day one and day two session, maybe live or recording last week. And if you have any doubt regarding those sessions, you can ask, and like you can live watch this session whatever Ankit will be delivering. And if you're watching the recording and if you have any doubt, so you can ask those questions in the Telegram group, and link of that Telegram group is available in the description of the video. Okay, and do follow Sanjay Gupta Tech School on LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, and like YouTube itself, so that you can ask questions live. And all the important links like session tracker, Appian Telegram group, and Appian dedicated YouTube channel links are available in the description. So you can follow them from there. Okay, so with this note, I hand over mic to Ankit. So Ankit, proceed from here.
Thanks, Sanjay sir. So, this is the community and YouTube channel of the Code Maestro. So you can find all the session recordings on this channel as well. And other than recordings, you can find the quizzes on all of the topics that we are covering here. You can find on the channel. You can find the questions. You can find queries and the pre-recorded some applications development. So you can find, you can go and check out all those application developments and all. And as well as you can go to this Telegram link, the Code Maestro, and if you have any other question, you can put that questions there. And the links are in description, so you can check out the link and go through this. So in our last session, we discussed about Appian groups, right? So that what is Appian group, what is its benefit, why we use groups, and how we can create the subgroups, or how we can create the hierarchy, security, how we can put the security of groups. Okay, so all of the groups related things we covered in our last session. Today we will discuss about folders. Okay, so like the first slide is related to introduction to Appian folders. Okay, so first, what is Appian folder? So in any of the folder, that suppose I have a laptop. Okay, in our laptop we have some folders. Okay, and in folder generally we store all our files, documents, and all, right? So folder is a collection of documents or other files, or we can say folder is a virtual container, right, to store the files. Similarly, in Appian also, folder we use to store the files, like different type of files or any other Appian component that we will create. So all of the Appian content and documents we will store in the Appian folder. Okay, so on basis of its usage, okay, we divide Appian folder in 4 parts: knowledge center, document folder, rule folder, and process model folder. Okay, so knowledge center is a container, or I can say like central repository, okay, to store document folders. So take an example of a library. Okay, so like there is a library, okay, and in that library there are a lot of books. Okay, those books can be for chemistry, physics, maths, or political science, or any other type of books we have. Okay, so library have all type of books, so you can go to library and you can search any type of book. Okay, so that is knowledge center in Appian. So we can say knowledge center is a virtual library where you can find any type of document or any type of file related to an application. Okay, now come to the second type, that is document folder. Okay, so document folder is like, suppose we can take the same example of library. Okay, in library we have different type of books. So there is one type of book that, or one subject book, that is physics. Okay, so if I'm going to the physics section, so I will find all books related to physics. Okay, there can be sub folders also, or like that suppose quantum physics is one type of physics, other is like modern physics and all. So these can be subfolders. Okay, but document folder is dedicated to a particular type. Okay, and it can be the child of knowledge center. Okay, because library is parent, and we can say physics books are child of that particular library, right? Third is rule folder. Rule in Appian, whatever business rules you are writing, okay, that we call expression rule in Appian, that we will learn in our next sessions, okay, or I can say interface sections, okay, or constants, everything we call as rule. Okay, so to store all these artifacts like interfaces, expression rules, like business logics, constants, we create rule folder. Okay, now last one is process model folder. So as we discussed in our last sessions, like process model, like Appian is a BPM tool, so business process management. Okay, so it manages a whole workflow for a particular organization. So so to manage the workflow of an organization, we create process model in Appian. Okay, that is also a important component that we will discuss in later sessions. But today we will create its folder. Okay, so just to know that all of the process models we will store in process model type folder. Okay, that process model we cannot store in rule folder. If I'm creating a rule, we cannot store that rule in document folder. Okay, so to store a particular type of component, we create a particular type of folder. Okay, now this is creating and managing knowledge center. Okay, so this is first type of folder, right? So how we can create knowledge center in Appian? So you can see this is our application that we developed in our last sessions. So we created groups, right? And we created application, and we set it out the security. Now we will create knowledge center. So to create a knowledge center also, we have to go to new. Now here you can see we have folder, right? I'm clicking on folder. So here you can see we have 4 type of folder: rule folder, process model folder, document folder, and knowledge center, right? So I will create knowledge center. So I will select this one. Okay. Application initials, it will automatically take. Okay. So we will keep it as it is. And now I'm giving the name. So I can give the name like, I can say library. And it contains folders related to library, and I will create this. Now you can see it is asking for security. Okay, so if I do not give any of the security, it is showing no access. That means any of the user, okay, who have the Appian access cannot access this particular knowledge center because its security level is no access. Okay, if I select viewer, then anyone in Appian can see this particular knowledge center. Okay. And this one important note, like in our last sessions, we discussed about users as well, right? So there are 2 type of users in Appian. One is basic user, that we can say business user, and other is system administrator, like developer or super user, we can say. So system administrator can see anything. Okay, there won't be any security applicable on system administrator. Security only apply on basic users. Okay, so if I am giving no access, then also if I'm a system administrator type of user, I can see this folder. Okay, so the security won't be applicable on me. But if I'm a basic user, and I do not have security of this particular folder, then I cannot see this. Okay. So now we take default as no access, and then we add groups. Okay. So suppose I will add as administrator. Okay. So this particular group will have all the administrator rights. So I can explain you how rights work. So there are 4 type of rights. Okay. Administrator, editor, viewer, and deny. How does this work? Okay. So this is administrator, editor, viewer, and deny. Okay. So you can see here we have 4 type of rights: administrator, editor, viewer, and deny. So suppose if I am part of administrator group, then I have all security level. So this particular group security level have all rights. If I'm edit, I have some of the rights, but I can some of the rights I do not have. Viewer have lesser rights than editor as well, and deny do not have any access. Okay. So suppose if I'm an administrator, then I can view the document folder. I can download documents from the document folder or knowledge center. Okay. I can update document, okay, from that particular document folder. I can create new subfolders. I can view the security, update the security. Okay. I can move subfolders or documents into other document folder. Okay. I can check the download metrics. Okay. Where I can check all of the document details or folder details. And I can move document from one this folder to other folder. Okay. And I can delete document folder as well. But editor can also view the document folder and download the document folder. And editor can also upload the documents or update the document folder or knowledge center. Okay. And create the new subfolders. Editor can view the security but cannot update the security. Okay. And other actions also editor cannot take, like cannot move subfolders. Okay. Cannot delete folder. And viewer have lesser security. Okay. Viewer can only view the document folder. Okay. And or knowledge center, and can view and download the documents. Viewer even no cannot update or upload the documents. Okay. So in the document folder. And 4th one is deny. Okay. So if I'm part of deny group, then I cannot perform any of this action. Okay. I cannot do anything on this particular folder. So suppose now this is administrator role. Okay. So if I'm part of administrator group, like this is AB administrator 1, I can do anything with this folder. If I set this security to editor, I will have some security rights, but some security rights I won't have. Okay. Like I cannot update the security in that case. If its security level is viewer, then I can only see the document folder or knowledge center, and I can download the documents from that knowledge center. But I can upload new document in this one. Okay. I cannot do any other actions as well. If I am part of deny security, then I cannot do anything in this particular knowledge center. Okay. So generally what we do, we create 3 groups. One is administrator, one is editor, and third one is all users. So administrator generally have the security of admin level or admin role, where he or she can do anything with that particular folder. Other one have editor group, and that have editor security. Okay. So like support team, or they can upload the documents, or they can do perform any other actions. And in this particular knowledge center, if I'm adding third group, that is viewer or all users, that all users group also have editor security. Okay. Because if I give them viewer security, then they can see the documents, but they cannot upload documents. Okay. In general, why so what is the use of this deny security? Okay. we learn about it, but in a particular scenario, we use this. So suppose you know that we have one AB finance group, okay, or AB finance team, and AB finance team is the parent of AB finance team UK, AB finance team USA, AB finance team India. Okay, so suppose there is a scenario where I want to give the security of a knowledge center in which all AB finance team users have access except AB finance team India. Okay, so in the group security, I will add AB finance team as viewer, editor, or administrator. And to exclude a particular group or child group, I will add this group as deny security, AB finance team India. So any of the user except this group will have the access of that particular folder. Okay, that in this scenario we use deny group. Now come to the creating and managing document folder. Okay, so document folder, as we discussed, like in document folder is like the physics box collection where we are storing the books. Okay, or we can create subfolders as well, like the quantum physics books or modern physics books, something like that. Okay, so we create groups inside the knowledge center. Okay, so I'm opening this knowledge center and I can create folders or document folders from here. Okay, so I will go to this one and I can create. Okay, I can say physics books. Okay, now I will create. Okay, now you can see we have one folder that is 80 physics books. Okay, here, and I can see the description. If I want to change its name or its property, I can simply click on this checkbox. I can go to more and I can open properties. Okay, from here I can again change the name and I can change the description of this particular one. Now, similar to knowledge center, a folder also have security. Okay, I can go to security and can check. So in Appian, folder always inherit the security from its parent. Okay, so its parent is knowledge center, right? In knowledge center that we created just now, so that knowledge center have the security of administrator. So it automatically inherit the security of that knowledge center. You do not need to configure the security of this folder again. Okay, it will automatically. But sometime if you know, in some cases, if it is a different than knowledge center, you can just uncheck this box and you can configure the security. Okay, or you can update the security for this particular folder. Otherwise, you can simply check this and it will inherit. You no need to go and again put the security on this particular folder. So security levels of document folder is also same: administrator, editor, viewer, and deny. And it also have the same security pattern that knowledge center have. Okay, it can also have administrator have all rights, editor have some defined rights, viewer have some lesser number of rights, and denied do not have any rights. So knowledge center and folders security are exactly same. Okay, now we already update the document folder properties, right? Inside the folder, I can create subfolders as well. Okay, so suppose in this folder, I want to create subfolders. Okay, so how I can do? I have to go to new and I can create document folder. Okay, so like I can say quantum physics books. I can create So as many as folder I want, I can create here. Okay. If I want to upload document, then I can upload documents as well in this 80 physics books folder. Okay. So I have to just go to new. I can select this document and I can upload. Okay. Like I'm uploading sample one. So it will be here. If I want to upload one more document, I can select sample two and I can upload. So as many as document I want, I can upload. There is a limit of 25 files. So at a time we can upload at most 25. Now I have to click on new. Okay, you can see these are uploaded file. If you want, you can change the file name from here. Okay. Now you can it automatically create constant to store the static values that we will discuss in later sessions. But if I'm uploading a document, it automatically create the constant also for that particular document. I can uncheck this. Now click on this one. Now you can see we have two folders: 80 modern physics, 80 quantum physics books, and two files. Okay, and you can see here the type also is a PDF file, and size of the file is also, you can see here, and there are two files with 2.96 KB. Okay, and if you want to see their security, you can check from here. Okay, and you can see it also inherits the security from its parent, that is folder. Okay, so it automatically inherit the security, but in document you cannot change the security. Okay, it will always take the security from folder itself. So these are the subfolder and nested structure. So in this one also, like we had defined the security on knowledge center only, right? And it is automatically inheriting the security from third level, right? The first one was knowledge center. Then we created one folder that was 80 physics groups, and under 80 physics we have two subfolders: 80 modern physics, 80 quantum physics books, and two files as well: 80 sample one and 80 sample two. So this is three level structure, right? We can add one more documents or folders inside this folder as well, and all will have the same security. Okay, because all folders inherit the security from its parent folders. Now, if you want to move folder from one parent folder to other, you can do. Like currently, you know that this is this folder is in 80 physics books, right? If you want to move this folder from this particular to other, you can move here. Okay, like you can move to other folder. So you have to just select the other folder name, and it will move this particular folder to this particular folder. Okay, so like this you can move the document or folder from one folder to other. You can move the document as well. Now you can see that this particular document is in 80 physics books. If you want to move this particular document in 80 modern physics, so you have to just select this particular checkbox, click on move, go to move to folder, select this folder name, okay, and click on move. Now you can see we 80 sample one is not here. Okay, we move this one to 80 modern physics, right? I open this 80 modern physics and I can see this particular file here. Okay, so like this we can move the documents or subfolders from one folder to other folder. Okay, we already check file upload in particular document folder. So if I select this document, then I can upload as many as file I want, like maximum 25. If I have a zip file, okay, and that zip file have documents, so I can just upload that zip file as well, and it will automatically extract those files from that zip. So suppose I am selecting this sample zip file, okay, and I click on open, and I will click on upload. So okay, so you can see this file is here. Okay, this is text file, and this file was the part of that zip file. So suppose if that zip file have 5 or 6 files, okay, then those 5 or 6 file will automatically upload here if I upload that zip. So Appian automatically extract, you do not need to extract the zip file. So we checked like that move document from one folder to other just now. Now delete document. Okay, if you want to delete a document, you have to just select this particular one and you can delete. Okay, from here, and you have to just click on this one. It will ask to like acknowledgement from you, and you can click on this delete button, and this folder will be deleted or this document will be deleted. Okay, but deleted activities cannot be undone in Appian. So we delete any of the artifacts in Appian with carefully. Like if you want to download the file, then also you can download. Like you can simply click here or download the file. Okay, so it will download it. Or there is other option as well. You can select this one and there is one button more and you can download. Okay, so it will download that particular zip file because we uploaded zip file only, right? So it is downloading that file. So these are the way to download the file. And one more thing, Appian have versioning as well. Okay, so if I want to see the version of this particular file, I can go to more and I can check versions. Okay, so now we have only one version only, that's why it is showing one version. But suppose I am uploading other version as well. Okay, so if I want to create the new version of this particular file, I have to just select this file, or I can select this one, this PDF. Okay, I can click on more and I can go on new version. Okay, and then I can upload a new file. Okay, so and new file type also must be PDF because we are creating the version of PDF file only. Okay, so it supports only same type of file. So suppose selecting this one and uploading. So now it is sample one. So if I download this one, it will have 80 sample one file because the name of the current file was 80 sample 2. That's why it is showing 80 sample 2, but it is the current version of this file. Now if I want to check the versions of this file, because now it should have two versions, right? One was the original and other one that we uploaded just now. So if I go to here, you can see we have two versions. One is the old version that we initially uploaded and one is current one. Okay, so the latest version always work as current version in Appian. Okay, so you can, whenever you are downloading the file or whenever you are accessing the file, it always show you the latest version. Okay, and even you can compare the versions as well, right? Okay, so if you are comparing first version with latest version, you have to just click on compare. Okay, and it will compare for you. Like there is a description here. Okay, so this is new version. Size of the files is also same, so there is no any difference, and ID is created that is different. Okay, so you can compare the version as well. Now rule folder. Okay, so as we discussed in a start, in Appian everything like interface, business logics, expression rule that we call, or constant, everything we call as rule. Okay, and to store these rules we create rule folders. Okay, so to create a rule folder also we have to go to into same part. Second, let me go. Give me a second. Give me a second. There are issues. Yeah. So here you can see we have application, and if I want to create a rule folder, I have to just go to new and click on folder. Okay. In folder, I will select rule folder. Okay, to create a rule folder, and this initial of application name is automatically coming, and then I can put the name. Like I can say storing all AT related artifacts. So in this one, I can simply put the description as contains all Appian Bootcamp related artifacts. Currently, this is the parent folder or the master folder because we did not create any rule folder before. So we won't select any parent folder. Okay. And I will simply click on create. Now it is also asking for security. Okay. So in Appian, each and every artifact or component have a security. Okay. So security level of rule folders are also same like administrator, editor, viewer, and deny. But the actions are different. Okay. So if I am administrator, I can do everything. Like I can view the rule folder, I can create objects or artifact in that particular rule folder, I can check the security, I can update the security, and I can even delete the folder as well. Okay, rule folder as well. If I am editor, then I can view the rule folder, I can create artifacts inside the particular rule folder, I can check the security, but I cannot update the security. Okay, and I cannot even delete the rule folder. If I'm viewer, then I can only see the rule folder. It is okay. I cannot do anything else. If I'm part of deny, then if I'm part of deny, then I cannot take any other actions. Okay. So how we create rule folder? So if now you can see AB users 1 is viewer and AB administrator 1 is administrator. Okay. So if I am part of AB administrator 1 group, because this is one is having administrator role, right? Or administrator level, permission level. So if I am part of this group, I can do each and every activity. Like I can view the rule folder, I can create objects in that particular rule folder, I can check the security, I can update the security, or I can even delete this particular rule folder. But suppose I am not part of this group, but I am part of this AB user 1. Okay, and this AB user 1 is having the viewer security only, right? So in that case, I can only see this particular rule folder. Okay, I cannot take any other action. I cannot create artifacts in this particular folder, or I cannot view the security also. Okay, I cannot take any other action. I can only see that particular rule folder. Now if I change my level to editor, so now AB user 1 has editor rights, right? So now if I'm part of AB user 1, then I can take these 3 actions. So like I can view the rule folder, I can create the objects or artifact in this particular rule folder, and I can check the security. And if I change my security level to deny, then I cannot take any of the action. Okay, I cannot perform anything in this particular rule folder. Okay, so generally in this case also we generally have 3 groups. One is administrator, other is all users, and third is editor. Okay, so all users have viewer security, administrator have administrator level security, and editor have editor level security. Okay, so in generally we in any of the application in general we create 3 groups. Okay, for editor, administrator, and viewer security. So as per the requirement, if someone want all security level, we add that particular user in administrator group. If someone asks need just viewer level security, okay, that just to check the data, and he or she do not want to perform anything else, then we just add them into all users group. Okay, and if someone want editor level security, like they cannot change anything, like they cannot change the security, they cannot delete, but they can they can check the rule folder, or they can add something in that particular folder. In that case, we add them into editor level security. Okay, now I can save this one, and you can see we have this particular rule folder here. Okay, if you want to check, okay, this particular rule folder security, you can go here and you can see. Okay, and now also you can even change the security. You can add more groups, you can delete groups from here, okay, or remove groups from here, or you can change the secure permission level as well. Okay, from here. If you want to check the properties of this particular one, you can see from here, and you can even update also. So if I want to update its name, I can update. If I want to update the description of this particular folder, then also I can update. Okay, and if I want to delete this folder, then also I can delete. Okay, and I have to just click on delete, and I can delete from here. If I want to move the particular artifact from this particular Appian Bootcamp application to other application, I can move. If I want to remove from this application only, I can simply remove. Okay. So these are all are related to this particular rule folder. Okay. Now, last folder type, that is process model folder. Okay, to create a process model folder, also we have to go to new. We can simply go here and we can create folder, and I have to select process model. Okay, and I can simply give the name like process models. Or okay, so in this one region we will store all of the process models. Contains process models. Similarly, it is the most parent folder, so we won't select any parent folder here. Okay, and I will select and click on create. Now it is also asking for security. So in process model folder also security works same as rule folder. Okay, so here you can see if I am part of administrator, then I have all of the security permissions. If I'm editor, I can only view and create objects inside the particular process model folder. If I'm viewer, then I can only see the particular process model folder. I cannot do anything. And if I'm the part of deny group, I cannot do any action. Okay, so in this one also you can add more groups, you can remove groups, or you can change the security levels as well. Okay, and I can simply click on save. So you can see here we have one process model folder as well. Okay, in process model folder also, if you want to check the security, you have to go to here and can check the security. Okay, and can update the security, can change the permission level, can change the groups, can remove or add new groups here. If you want to delete, you can click here on delete button and you can delete this one. If you want to move artifact, the particular folder from this application to other application, you can click on move. And if you just want to remove from this application, you can click on this remove from app. Okay, if you want to check the properties of this folder, you can just go to here, you can see the name and description, and you can change this as well. Okay, so similar to document folder, if I want to create the subfolder of this particular folder, I have to just go to open this particular folder. I can click on new, and I can click on rule folder. Okay, and I can simply say like expression rules. Okay, so you can see we have one child folder, okay, inside this parent folder. If I check the properties of this folder, you can check the security. So you can see this inherit checkbox is already clicked, so it will automatically take the security of its parent folder, okay, and parent folder is et all artifacts. So similarly, if you add other folder as well in this one, like et interfaces, that this is the AT interfaces folder, and its description is here, and similarly you can check the security of this particular folder as well, and it also has same security. But yes, you can update the security if you want. You can just uncheck and you can update the security. Okay. Now, if you want to add artifacts or objects inside the folder, okay, so like you can see interface, you can add expression rule, decision. We will learn about these one by one in our regular sessions. But yes, these all are rules. Okay, so we can add interface, expression rule, decision, constant, integration in this rule folder. Okay, if you want to add these in child folder, then also you have to go to new and you can add any type of these rules. Okay, so suppose if I want to add this expression rule, I can add. So is this saving is automatically selected, right? Because we are creating this particular expression inside the folder. Okay, so it is automatically taking that folder name. If you want, you can change. Okay, but each and every artifact will be needed of a rule folder. Okay, and you have to select rule folder only for a particular rule. So here you can create the particular rule like AT expression 1. Okay. And you just click on create and you will be able to see this. Okay. Now you can see this is particular rule. So inside the particular one, you can create a rule. Okay, so similar to process model folder as well, we can create child folders or we can move process model also, like from one folder to other. Okay, so we can move the folders also out of the application, or we can just remove the folders from the application. So it works similar to rule folder only. Okay, so these are 4 type of folders that we have in Appian. Okay, so whatever you will create, like if you are creating a document, if you are uploading a document, if you are creating a document, you will be needed of document type of folder. If you are creating an interface, expression rule, constant or other type of rule, you will be needed of rule type of folder. Okay, and if you are creating a process model, in that case you will be needed of process model type of folder. So these are all 4 type of folder that Appian have. Okay, so that was all about folders. So now you will be able to create folders, you will be able to update, manage folders, or you can upload the documents, you can create the artifacts in a particular folder, you can create process model in a folder, or you can move documents from one folder to other folder easily, okay, by looking in this video. Still, if you have any query or doubts, okay, we can discuss in this session, or if you are watching the downloaded video or that recorded video, and then also if you have questions, so you can mail us on the training@thecodemaestro.com, or we have in our Telegram group also you can comment out. Okay, and we have got some request for community environment access, and we have already requested to Appian. So once we have this Appian environment access, we will provide you. Okay, but if anyone else also want to get the Appian community environment access, you can open this form. Okay, and the link is already in description, and you can fill the form. Okay, and we will request that for as well. So this is all about folders. So now I want to hand over to Sanjay sir.
Yeah, thank you, Ankit. So I just want to add one thing, like If you want to have that community access, so this link is available in the session tracker as well. So from there you can fill the form and you will be able to have that Appian access. And uh, like related to that, if you have any questions, so Telegram channel is the best location where you can post your questions, and like Ankit will be answering all your queries. Okay, so with this note, thank you, Ankit, for sharing insight related to Appian. So we'll be having one more session tomorrow, same time. So more stuff related to Appian, Ankit will be delivering. And by next week, I think those who have requested for Appian instance, so they will be able to access that environment, right, Ankit?
Yes, most probably we will get in next week.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, like once they will be having environment, so we'll be able to do some practice as well.
Yes.
Okay, with this note, thank you everybody for joining this session. And if you are watching the recording, thank you so much for watching and following this bootcamp. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ankit.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Sandesh.